Hey Nick, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to send you here the video of your golf swing that we were focusing on in the half-day session that we did the other day. Again, sorry for this getting to you now, but here we go. Just want you to have these here so visually you can see what we were focusing on. These are the before swings here. We'll do the downline view and the face on there so you can really see what we started with and then where we finished. As you can tell there, starting from the bottom, if I draw a little shaft line here going up to the top there, just going to kind of see the plane is how the club's working back. You can tell just a little bit under that plane line there, but that's actually not too bad there. The big focus, though, is getting the sense of creating some more extension and wind with the shoulders, feeling like that right shoulder was going to turn back more, but as you can see here, keeping that foot nice and planted and minimizing the amount of hip turn we have in that backswing. That's also going to help as you start down of the club feeling a lot more shallow coming into the ball there. So that actually was a pretty good path there, but very much a defensive move. If I show you just this face-on view here, so you can see what's going on, we'll notice here if I draw a box around that lower body, you can really start to see, once we get that club in that back position, how much this lower body has collapsed now. So now since your hips have turned so much going back, in order for you to get them back on the ball, you got to do twice the amount of effort to let your lower body clear and get out of the way. And then you can see there we get very bunched up there coming through, and much more of a defensive move there. Again, if I just play this for you again, you can really see again, shoulders and everything are working fairly well, but just getting that sensation of that lower body staying nice and quiet. You can see everything there is collapsing. So that basketball drill is going to be very important for you to focus on this week, and just in general of keeping that separation with the lower body there. If I split that view here so you can kind of see the difference. First off, this is going to be a great drill here of just taking that thing in between your legs, getting the sensation of that wind back, which is the coil with the shoulders. Again, look at the difference here with the lower body. You can see that spacing there. We can see that smiley face still smiling at the camera there. And then from that point, really letting yourself unwind, and then we'll see that ball drop there. So everything moves much more level. This is going to be a great drill to do. You could just take a club, put it behind your back like that, grab a basketball in between your legs, just getting that sense of that good wind going back. And then as you come through, letting everything unwind through, and then we see that ball drop in there. But just to give you a good visual here so you can definitely see the big difference of the before here on the left and then the after here on the right, of getting that sensation of extending with the shoulders going back, a nice coil. So we're seeing minimum amount of lower body movement. Again, look at the difference there, how much more separation you have with that lower body. Foot here on the new one, staying nice and planted there. You can see here on the left, everything's kind of moved there and broken down. Look at the difference here with how much you're bracing more on this leg as opposed to you look here on the left. Everything is winding up behind it. So again, just getting that good sensation of feeling as you're swinging that club, that good separation with the knees as we take that club back. Again, minimum amount of hip turn is going to create maximum amount of shoulder turn. So from that point there, now we just have to get the sensation of letting everything unwind through the ball, of really feeling that good extension there. So you can see the difference of really feeling that good stretches. Look how much further here the club is. If you look here on the right, how much further the club is away from you here. But that just has to do with that minimum amount of hip turn and maximum amount of shoulder turn. Now you've given it a full coil going back. So now from that point, since all your energy has been stored here on your back leg, now everything just wants to go forward. Really getting that sensation of a good wind and then an unwind through. So just good visual for you. I'll play that here in slow motion of the new one here on the right so you can see. Just getting that sensation of lower body staying nice and quiet. Feeling the shoulders stretch going back. Remember that little push ball drill we were doing? Still going to be very good for you to focus on. Getting a good wind, back is to the target there. Lower body not moving too much, and then from that point there, really feeling like we're letting everything unwind through the ball. And then finish in with majority of that weight now on that front side, because in the backswing you've gotten all that energy stored up with that coil. So now the only thing you can do now is just let everything go through. But again, that push ball drill also, so if the golf ball's here, placing a ball 6 to 7 inches directly behind it and giving you the sense of pushing that ball back is really going to get those shoulders to engage a lot sooner there. So again, you could see here at this view, just to give you that good path. And that's another thing that we focused on right off the bat with the setup, is to get the sensation of this left arm. I want you to just let it hang a little bit more, as opposed to being so tight with it right when you're starting your swing, because the last thing we want to do is create any tension there. But just getting that sensation of keeping everything nice and soft, just letting everything coil up, lower body staying nice and quiet. And really keeping, I know the last part we worked on was really feeling very tension-free in the hands, but I want you to almost feel very laggy with the club, and then letting your body just unwind through it. You keep working on these drills, Nick, you're going to be in really good shape. If you have any questions about anything, if something doesn't make sense, if you're kind of hitting it a little strange, feel free to give me a buzz or send me an email. I'm always here to help. Again, just so you can have a good visual here. Getting the lower body to stay nice and quiet. Getting the sensation of the shoulders and everything coiling up. Then from that point there, just letting everything unwind through. Finishing with all that energy on that front foot. Keep focusing on that, sir. You're going to be in great shape.